This is the Commodity Scrap Metal Recycling and Economic Report brought to you by Bentley Roll-Off Trailers, Gondola Trailers, and Roll-Off Truck Parts, May 22, 2023. U.S. weekly raw steel production rose slightly to 1.725 million tons, a 76.7% capacity utilization rate versus 81.1% last year on a slowing U.S. economy. WTI crude oil price rose to $71.55 a barrel on concerns over tight supply in the second half of 2023. The U.S. weekly oil rig count fell to 575 rigs, near a one-year low. The low count keeps supplies tight, so prices high. That's great for oil company profits, but it is inflationary. U.S. weekly crude oil production fell slightly to 12.2 million barrels per day, remaining in a tight band now for 13 months. The discussion of a million barrel per day increase about 9 months ago is just not happening yet. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at $340 a gross ton, and there is downward price pressure for June on the slowing global economy. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $52.63 a hundredweight, which is $1,053 a ton on the same slowing global economy. Copper price was steady at $3.73 a pound on concerns over China's growth. Aluminum price fell to $1.04 a pound, which is $22.90 a metric ton. This is on continued record Chinese production and lower production costs for them. China April industrial production grew at 5.6%, a solid number, but well under the 10.9% forecast. Oil and gas production grew at 5.6%, while electrical machinery grew 17.3%. U.S. April industrial production grew at just 0.2% versus last year, a very bad number. Mining surged 5.6% as manufacturing fell 0.9%. U.S. April retail sales rose 1.6%, but this is not adjusted for inflation of 4.9%, so it's actually down. Motor vehicles and miscellaneous retail sales were up, while sporting goods were down. U.S. May NAHB Wells Fargo Housing Index, which is really builders' sentiment. It rose to 50, but it's still low. Material shortages and higher interest rates are hurting builders' sentiment. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's speech. He said inflation is just too high, but interest rates increases may actually pause. This was because, he said, of the stress at the banks, which are causing tighter borrowing standards and therefore higher rates. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 120 points to 33,421 on concerns about the Federal Reserve saying that inflation is too high. The stock market is defying the economic slowdown forecasted by most. Roll-off trailer, roll-off truck parts. Buy them online or call Bentley at 734-722-8100. Galbraith, American, Dragon, Palfinger, and more. Rollers, pulleys, roll-off straps, tarps, motors, cylinders, and more. From Pioneer, Rollright, Arrow, US Tarp, and more. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.